Hello everybody, welcome to another Rick's Picks. Today I'm going to be doing my review of the new Eternia figure, the Horde Trooper by Mattel. Now I'm really excited about reviewing this figure. I've been wanting to review him for a while, I just haven't got around to it. And everything I see about him, he looks really cool. So it's going to be fun cracking him open and taking a real good look at him. So with that being said, first off, I want to thank everybody who has subscribed. You're very much appreciated. And for anybody who watches this video and likes it and hasn't subscribed, then I please ask that you subscribe as well. And also check out my Masters of the Universe playlist. So without any further ado, let's get to the review. Now here he is in packaging. I love the art for this. I think the art looks really cool. I love this picture of the Horde Trooper. That looks really wicked. You got a bunch of the troopers on this side. You got a lot of your Eternia guard on the other side. When you open this up, you can see a continuation of the picture. Same with like this. So if I open it up like this, you get this wraparound picture that looks really cool. I do like that a lot. All right. Close that back up in a minute. All right. Then you come around to the back. Get this nice picture of the Horde Trooper without his helmet on. And he looks kind of like a trollish type critter. Now, from what I got this was the original concept before they turned them into robots. They were supposed to be like these, I guess they're like troll-like creatures and what have you. So, I do like this picture. That looks really cool, and I like that concept. All right, you come around here. Open this up. Got Horde Trooper, evil enforcer of the Horde, and a little bit about him. All right. You come back around here. When you open this up, you got the Horde logo right there. You got the same thing as from the front. And of course, this thing isn't going to shut up correctly now. There it goes. All right. On the top, you got Masterverse. And then underneath, you got your legal. So with all that being said, let's open him up and see what he's about. So here he is out of packaging. Right off the bat, this dude is massive. I mean, massively big. I like the scope to him. Compared to your standard new Eternia figure, there's Roboto next to him. Look how big he is to Roboto, man. He is just huge and bulky. I love it. I think it's like really cool. So first, we're going to get into the points of articulation. So the head does move. All right, you do get a shoulder joint with a swivel, get an elbow joint, and you do have a wrist joint. Get this other arm up. You have a joint right here underneath the ribs, and you also have a swivel at the hips. Spin them around this way. You got a thigh joint with a swivel in there. All right. You got a knee joint. All right. And you also got an ankle joint. Okay. Get this leg down. Boom. Doesn't want to stand right for me. Get this arm down. All right. Get everything where it needs to be. So now let's start looking at some of his finer details. So first off, you do have a head sculpt. I like how the head looks. We're going to do a deeper dive in the look of the head and armament when we get into the accessories part. But I like all this detailing in here. I think that looks really nice. I like this piece here. That looks pretty cool. I like the overall look to him. He has that menacing robotic look to him. Spin him around to this side. You get like this black with like a wash of silver on there on his arm. Let's bring this down so you can see it a little bit better. Same with his hands and what have you. I like the overall look to that. Come around to the back. Get a lot of robotic style details and nooks and crannies all along here. Same with this side. And back around to the front. So I feel like they put a lot of work into the detail of this figure. So now let's get into the accessories. So first off, it comes with a Horde sword. I like that. That looks really cool. I love the design to that. All right, he comes with his staff here that he's most noted for. I like the dragon on here. That looks really cool. And these wings open up. So it turns from a staff to almost like a grappling hook, which is pretty neat. I like that. Then he has this thing here. I believe this is so the staff can hook onto his back. All right. Now, before we get into the weapons, I want to show you what's really cool about this figure. So, as we all know, the helmet comes off. Okay, that's not a mystery. We saw it on the box. The helmet does come off. It just pops off. All right. So, let's get a good look at this helmet off of him. Looks really cool. I like the glass front here with the yellow. That looks really, really neat. I love the overall design to it, especially because it kind of looks like a skull if you look at it right. So I do like that. And this upper torso part comes off. All right. So you could pull this off as well. Now, look at that. That looks really cool. I love all this red mechanics and rib work to it. All right. Come around to the back. You got more of it. And what have you. Get a better look at the head that's underneath. That looks really cool. I like this head. That looks really neat. All right. And of course, this head does move as well. So that's a neat effect there. I like that a lot. I like this overall look without the armor. That looks pretty cool. Now, I wasn't expecting to like that as much, to be honest with you. But I just love this overall look without the armor on. So now let's get this back on him. All right. And the helmet. All right. Spin him around to the back here. We got two plugs here. That's for this. That should just hook right on in here. All right. So boom. That works just like that. Yeah, his spear here. Should just work right into his hand, just like eventually. There it goes. All right, so there's that weapon there, and now for his sword. All right, you do get some play in his fingers, not a whole lot. Makes me debate on whether or not I want to. Okay, there it goes. It fits in there. All right. So boom. Now you got the sword. Let's move him back. And the spear. They look really wicked in his hands. I like the overall look to that. All right. Get this out of here eventually. Let's bring this around to the back. Should just plug in here. There it goes. So now he has that weapon in the back here. Spin it around. So you have that sitting in the back just like that. So everything seems to work pretty well with this figure. So let me get into my final thoughts with this figure. So first off, all his joints work very well with him. I don't have any issues with any of his joints. His accessories swap out very easily. His sword, his staff here, swap very well with him. I don't have any issues with that. And I do like the attention to detail to him. So his overall design looks really cool. He's this big hulking mass of machinery plus, troll monstrosity. And I really like that about him. I also really like that not only does the helmet come off, but this whole upper shoulder piece comes off so you can really see the detail to the head inside. I really like that as well. So There's a lot of really good things going on with this figure. So, would I recommend him? Absolutely. I think he's a must-have for your new Eternia set or Princess of Power, whatever one, you're collecting, or both. You know, the overall detail to him is amazing. I like the overall look to him. I think he's a great figure, and he would definitely complement the rest of the evil horde. So, with that being said, I hope you did like this review. If you did, go ahead and check out my Masters of the Universe playlist and hit that like, share, and subscribe. They're all small clicks for you, but it really helps this channel grow. So, until the next one, late.